Hello everyone, welcome back. We're here for another fun-filled day of science, and I'm so excited for you to be here with me. So today, we're going to talk more about why scientists need to provide examples for their reasoning, or to explain what they're doing, even. Now, the reasons someone has to explain their learning or findings is the same reason why you have to explain your learning as you complete it and as you complete your homework. Have you ever been asked to show proof on a math test or in your math work? When you're completing a math problem, have you ever been asked to show ways or show a reason for why 2 plus 2 equals 4? Sure, we provide reasons for that all the time, right? Draw the problem, or show a tens frame, or draw an example, or provide a story problem. Those are all ways to show your work. Now, scientists do the exact same thing. They just present their findings in different ways. Now, what we're going to do is today and tomorrow, you're going to practice showing your work, basically. So today and tomorrow, you're going to come back to this video to maybe get some more information, okay? But you're going to have work time together. So today and tomorrow's lessons will be combined. And you're going to work one-on-one with one another. And so you're going to set a timer. And you're going to say, here's 30 minutes, 30 minutes. And you're going to say, this 30 minutes is for Wednesday, this 30 minutes is for Thursday, and then I'm done with science. Okay? I don't want you to spend too much time on science on one day. I want you to spend no more than 30 minutes in one day, and then that's that. Okay? But when you explain your learning, you not only make sure that you understand it, right? So like when you're working through a really hard math problem, and I use math as an example because math and science are best friends. They go hand in hand. They work together frequently, so a lot, but also really well. So when you explain your learning, you not only make sure you understand it itself, but you also help someone else understand it. Okay, so today you are going to get a chance to be an expert. And tomorrow, since this is combined, you get the chance to be an expert. I want you to explain to me something you know how to do, but slow it down. Take your time. Break it apart into many, many pieces. Okay, break it down into every single step that you take so that someone else could do it, even if they have never done it before. It might be hard and it might take you some time, but you have 2 days to do it. And like I said, you have today and tomorrow. So take your time, 30 minutes each day. So you're creating a how-to. Okay? So I suggest writing down the steps. Write them down. Share them with me. And then you can create a video as well. I suggest both. So you have 2 Seesaw slide pages to work with, and you can always add more pages if you'd like. Okay? So here's my example. I made, for holiday treats, I made some cake truffles. Okay, now it's chocolate covered, but inside, I did this because I wanted to eat one too. There's cake, there's strawberry cake. So, I wrote down the steps and I'm very quickly going to teach you how to make them. Now, in 5 simple steps, you are going to be an expert. Ready? Okay, cake truffles. Bake a cake, crumble the cake, mix the cake with frosting, form the cake, and then chill it, and then dip the cake in chocolate. That's it. Okay, go make cake truffles. Do you feel right now, in this moment, like you have all of the information you need? I feel like no, you don't. So for baking a cake, on the cake box there are instructions. They tell you how much oil to add, how many eggs to add. I think I had to add I went out to the store and I bought a cake mix. I added 2 eggs, I think, and I added maybe a third of a cup of oil. I mixed it up. I added the mixture to a greased pan, cake pan, 9x13 pan, and I baked it for a certain amount of time. Then I let the cake cool down to room temperature. Then I took it out of the pan and I crumbled it up. I crumbled it all the way up so it didn't look like a cake anymore, just cake crumbs. But you didn't know that because I didn't explain it to you. Okay, are you understanding now how we might have to break down your process? So right now I've already given you about 7 steps instead of just 2. Then you mix the cake crumbs with frosting. I mix in most of a can of frosting, but not all of one. Just most of one. Okay? I mix them up until all of the cake crumbs are sturdy and they all stick together. If there are still loose cake crumbs, I add more frosting until they all stick together. And then I form them and chill them. So form, I use a cookie scoop and I scoop them out of the bowl onto a cookie sheet. And then I cool them off. I put them in the fridge or freezer, or right now, this time of year, I put them outside and I let them cool down to make them harden so they stick together. And then I melt chocolate and I dip the cold cake balls in chocolate so that they look like this. It's melted chocolate on there. And then the cake itself looks like this. Okay, I just told you way more than 5 steps. So that means when you're giving your steps tomorrow and today, you need to make sure you break down your steps as well, because you are operating or remembering to think that I don't know how to do your task. Okay? So keep that in mind when you're giving directions. Okay? I cannot wait to see what you all come up with, and I'm so very excited to learn with you. Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.